if you're launching a construction company online, you need a great website to help convert visitors into leads. My name is Justin Rule, and I'm the founder and CEO of LaunchKits. We're the highest rated web design company in the country. We've launched over 1,000 websites, so I want to share some tips that we've learned from launching construction company websites so that as you build and design a website for your construction company, you know the best practices and how to make designs that convert, connect your brand in a way that converts, communicate with your customers in a way that's helpful. So here we go. I'm going to share the top 4 pillars to really focus your development project online so that you know that the end result is something that's going to work for your construction company business. The first is to connect. The first C is to connect, which means that you're a local construction company, you're owned by local people, you're invested in a community around you, so you have to connect those local pieces with your audience. If you participate in a certain nonprofit organization, if you are part of a local chamber of commerce, if you give back to certain, local ball teams or local youth organizations, or just if your family's very connected in the community, make sure you connect the dots there, because the difference between your construction company and others, to a home buyer, to a homeowner that wants to build a garage, add on an addition, use you to build the new house that they're visioning for, is, are you also passionate about the same things in the same community? Because all that money and investment is going back in the same community, and people like knowing that. Ever since COVID, people are less just price shopping, and they're very much, if they like you, believe in you, know that you're about the same things, this brand connection is a huge driver in consumer decisions, whether or not they buy a certain product from a big box store or a local developer like you. So make sure when you build a construction company website, you take the time to connect your images, your content, your conversation on your website, showing that you are invested in the same community. The second, when you build a construction company website, is to make sure you keep conversion in mind. So many construction company websites out there are just these kind of like beautiful, almost, but directionless websites. They might have a great hero image or a great flowing background video or something, but it doesn't actually tell the consumer, the visitor, the potential customer, what to do next. So you have to think with conversion in mind. It means that there's actually been studies done that say the harder the brain has to work when it's on a website, the more likely the visitor is to leave, because they're literally burning calories trying to figure out, where do I go? How do I get in touch with this? How do I see samples of that? What other developments did they do? What do people have to say about what they've done in the past with this customer, with this construction company? So make sure that you have very easy pathways to maybe schedule a meeting with our lead designer, or set up a free estimate of your project or a free consultation. Make sure those are very easy to see, testimonials of jobs we've done in your community. Make sure there's very easy conversion pathways. Okay, so think conversion. How do you get them from landing on your site to converting into a conversation? The third thing is to, I say, confirm you can. Okay, so when Frank tells Joe that we had a great time building our home with construction company X, they're going to get to your website, and you want to make sure that that person is affirmed and confirm that you can do that project. The way you do that is make sure that your images are like real local images. Invest in a professional photographer to take those amazing photos. Confirm that you can build 2-story garages. Confirm you can build pole barn garages. Confirm through imagery, text, testimonial that you can build from scratch on a flag lot a beautiful 2-story home. The thing that will frustrate people is if somebody says, oh, I built this great addition, condo, 2-story, or this multi-unit with this construction company, and they go there to validate you, but they can't find anything about that thing, the multi-unit home, the cool custom 2-story garage with an apartment on top. Then it's like, well, I only see ranchers on here. Are you sure they build X, okay? So make sure you confirm you can through text, images, testimonials, and video, okay? That's the third C. The fourth C is to coach, okay? It may seem odd that if you're a construction company, you need to sort of coach people on your website, but the average consumer, education is power. So if you can coach them, give them tips. Hey, when you build a 2,000 square foot house, here's ways you can maximize that square footage. Make sure there's helpful content on your website so that you're not the only person having to tell a potential customer tips about, hey, looking to build a 2-story garage with an apartment on top. Here are the top 10 cost savers that we can tell you. Or looking to build a 2-story home. Here's how to maximize your budget. Okay, make sure you're coaching people through things and they find your website as a helpful resource to make sure that they're investing wisely, that they're getting the most out of this significant investment they're going to make when they engage with a construction company to do the thing. All right. So again, those 4 in review is make sure you connect locally with your audience. Number 2, make sure that you convert, make easy conversion pathways on your website. Number 3, make sure you confirm you can do that thing that people say you can, whether images, testimonials, okay? And number 4, make sure that you coach people through how to make a great decision when they're working with you to make their money go as far as it can, to make sure that you are the expert and the professional in your industry. So if you're looking to make a great construction company website, follow these 4 guidelines, and we'll be glad to also show you some common errors that construction companies make when they're building a website online. You can read like the top 5 mistakes to avoid when you build a construction company website, because we built so many, it's really obvious. And we'd be glad to give you our top 10 tips to make the most highest converting, best construction company website. We'll guide you through that as well. And because you're a local business, and because Google's been around forever and constantly tweaks and changes, we'll share our top 3 tips on making sure you can be found online. So the bottom line is, if you're a construction company, trying to be found online, trying to attract customers, convert them from visitors into leads for your business, then we want to guide you through it so you can grow your business, make a greater impact on your community, and continue to build the dream that you started when you started your company. Glad to help you along the way.